Right then, pace of a panther, it says behind me here. Peacock Energy, tell me all about you and what you do.
It does. Hi, I'm Jesper. We work for Signal CX, and we have a product called Service Animals, and that's what we're here today to talk about. It's all about how to read people really effectively and quickly, just based on the behaviours, what they say, and what you can read from their body language, and using that to adapt your style to build trust more quickly and to build stronger relationships.
So you've been exhibiting and doing some seminar sessions as well, haven't you?
We have indeed, yes. We ran a masterclass this morning. Really enjoyed it. I got some great interactivity with it, where we taught people all about how they can very quickly read people. But that's only half the story. We have reminded them that it's all about understanding themselves first, so they know how to then adapt their styles. And we've invited them to go and do our report for free to be able to do that.
Why did you want to get involved in this event then?
We felt it was really important to come out. I think someone said it this morning. Business and leadership doesn't just happen in London. And actually, we wanted to come out to Shropshire to meet some more SME-style businesses and speak to them about leadership and how service animals can help them in their jobs.
Well, thanks for bringing us some animal magic.
Thank you very much.
Now then, we've come to visit the team from Unison here, so just introduce yourself. Tell me your name and job title.
My name is Claire Osborne and I'm the branch chief of staff.
And you've brought all sorts of bits and pieces with you today, so tell me a bit about what you've got.
Yeah, so we've kind of flipped it up. So usually we come to events to try and recruit members, but obviously at Leadership Conference we're here to try and advocate for the benefits of working alongside trade unions. And I think as some of the keynote speakers have spoken about the importance of collaboration. So not only do we work on an individual level dealing with people's individual cases, is a lot of the time we are strategic and credible stakeholders in businesses, and we can work alongside strategic leaders to talk about change, and we can work as positive change agents. We can critical friend, we really take a critical friend position to be able to, because we work across a broad range of spectrum, we can advise people and say that's not a good idea, or we've spoken to our members because they've got that psychological safety of talking to us that perhaps they don't.
And have you had some good conversations so far?
Yeah, we have had some really, really good conversations, and obviously because this is a local event, we've got a lot of our strategic partners anyway.
Great to see you, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Well, I'm here now with Ed from Agility in Mind, the key sponsor of the event today. And Ed, am I right in saying it was one of your colleagues being here this time last year that provoked you into getting involved?
Yeah, our CEO came here last year and he was just massively impressed with the quality and the quantity of speakers that he had and the content that he took away. I think it was really powerful. He came straight back to our team and started talking about things he'd learned and things we could try out and things he could do differently. And I think it's really inspiring, I think, was the thing that we all took from it. So when we had the opportunity to come and sponsor this year, we wanted to be part of it because we wanted to be associated with something that's such high quality and such good value, really.
And tell people a bit more about Agility in Mind if they don't know.
Yeah, well, we help businesses of all shapes and sizes find better ways of working, and we do that by helping them do the right things, do those things right, do them fast and do them together. And we use all kinds of lean and agile techniques primarily to do that, but working with individuals and teams all the way up to leadership teams and CEOs, we make sure that people get some of the, what I would say, the basics right. So are they aligned? Are they collaborating well? Do they have a good vision? Is there a sense of purpose? How's the culture? But most crucially, are they working together just to get things done? That's what people need. People need to get things done.
We're coming towards the close of the event now. How have you found it?
I mean, I've just had an immensely enjoyable day, I have to say. I've met loads of great people, and I think one of the things that I think characterises this is a really good, healthy blend of public sector and private sector. So there's been some really amazing people who've come in and met, shared over, like bonded over shared experiences, regardless of what sector they come from, regardless of what vertical they work in. For example, earlier on, there was someone who was kind of a data scientist who was talking to someone who comes from the agricultural sector. And actually, in some ways, the professional worlds are miles apart, but they really bonded over kind of classic leadership problems, and they were able to get together and just maybe sort of think things through from a different perspective. I thought that was great.
Well, those sort of conversations are great, aren't they? Because they are people that probably ordinarily would never be in the same room together.
Yeah, and I think that's the power of events like this, really, is that it does bring people together. And, you know, as we said right at the start of the day, this is about collaboration, it's about the conversation, it's about meeting new people, and it's about sharing. And I think that's just been immensely immensely positive for everyone that I've spoken to.
And you've ticked the full box today. You've been on stage with us at the start of the day.
That's right.
You've got an exhibition stand here behind us. You've been in both auditoria, haven't you? So
Yeah.
you've done workshops, breakouts. So and the interaction, I think, from with people, the audience is the one thing that's really jumped out at me today.
Yeah, I mean, so I wasn't expecting a day off for sure, yeah. But I think it is the conversations that have been going on all day that have been, really powerful. And the audience have been great, and they've been really supportive of the speakers, have been really great speakers. So just generally speaking, the environment has been sort of really conducive, really positive to some sort of like great learning outcomes.
If there's one takeaway for you today, what do you think it would maybe be?
That we really just need to get out more. I think we've all learned that it's kind of quite easy to be at home and it's quite easy to do meetings on Zoom, and I love that, and I think it's great that we don't have to travel so much and we've got more time kind of at home with our families. But really what we should take from this is that making the effort to get out there and see people, you can't beat it. You don't need to do it every day, but you've got to make the effort, because if you get out there and you meet people, you will find out something new, and that's great.
Well, thank you for making the effort. Great
All right.
to see you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks a lot. Okay, well, Shrewsbury Colleges Group is one of the supporters of the event here, so just to introduce yourselves and tell me your job titles.
Okay, I'm Michelle Dawes and I'm the Director of Higher Education.
And I'm Corinne Brown and I'm the Business Development Manager.
And I can see you've got two different brands here going on today, though, so just explain a bit about that.
Well, the higher education part, we've recently gained some government funding to support employers and individuals taking up qualifications. So that's the Shrewsbury College part of it, and I'll hand over to Corinne for the Marches.
Yeah, so the Marches Education Partnership is all about 3 colleges being in a partnership for various projects. The one we've got running at the moment is in engineering and construction, and we have private training providers who are sorting this particular project. They're all here on our pop-up banner today, and we're just really here to promote those projects and how great they are.
And how have you found the event so far? I mean, with 2 headline speakers down, still some more to come this afternoon. Have you enjoyed it?
Really good, really informative. It's nice to have time to sit down to think about leadership. I think the first guest speaker, Michael, was excellent, really inspiring, but they all have been. So, it's a great range of different sort of media around leadership. So yeah, very exciting.
I always think it's trying to remember all the good stuff to take away with you before it slips out of your mind, isn't it?
I know, and at this moment in time, my mind has gone blank, but I'm sure by the end of the day it'll all come back.
Yeah.
It will, I'm sure. Nice to see you. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Carl.
Cheers.
So I'm here with Louise Welsby and Dr. David George, who have just been on stage giving a presentation about, well, you tell me about what?
Well, AI Insights for Business. It was really about empowering business leaders to understand the potential of generative AI, and then we used customer service as the main example on how they could really transform their businesses.
And give me a bit of an idea about your background and what qualifies you to be standing on stage talking about it.
Well, David's the qualified one to talk about it. I'm really his supporter, but I run a marketing agency, and actually when I first met David, I was very suspicious of generative AI. I was worried about what it was going to mean to our business. So over the past 12 months, we've been learning how to integrate it and use it to enhance productivity, enhance creativity, and really improve our business success. So, and we've done some podcasts and we've done some webinars together, haven't we, David?
We have indeed.
So you've managed to put Louise's mind at rest, have you?
Hopefully, yes. I'm the bit of steak and Louise is the sizzle, in our partnership. Yes.
Tell me a bit about you and your background then.
My background's sort of mathematics and computer science. I've been in the artificial intelligence space for many years, so it's not just with respect to generative AI, which is still relatively new to me as well as everybody else. So it's a very exciting technology and can absolutely add lots of value to business.
Fast moving though, isn't it? You've got to spend so much time keeping yourself informed about what the latest things are that you need to know, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we started talking to Chantel about this leadership conference 6 months ago, and couldn't really provide her the exact information about what we were going to talk here today, because we could only really do that a month ago, because we knew there were going to be seismic shifts in the capabilities of generative AI and what that means for businesses. So, yeah, it's a huge task, but and it can feel really overwhelming to business owners who are too nervous to head down that road. And really, I think the message that we wanted to get across today was incremental change can be transformative, and really understanding the potential and then identifying just individual tasks that you can implement. Generative AI initially could make a huge difference, and then you can grow with it.
And I know one of the points that you made in your presentation is that it's very much a case that AI is there to help you and not control you.
Exactly, it's there as a helper. Use it very effectively as an aid, as a tool for the business, not necessarily as the final solution. And that's why there's always needs to be a human in the loop. So,
are people frightened of AI, do you think?
Well, I think a lot of people are, because there's an enormous amount of hype around it. People think of the Terminator and killer robots, and of course generative AI is nothing like that. And AI, there are generative AI is a subfield of AI. There are numerous other forms of AI that we've all been using under the covers now for many years, but nothing has sparked our imaginations so much as generative AI.
And I guess that's the thing, isn't it, Louise? A lot of people, who think, oh no, AI, I'm frightened of that. But actually, they're already using it, whether they realise it or not.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, really in every day, in everything that we're doing online, we're largely interacting with generative AI without even knowing it. So every time a survey pops up, or we're asked for a recommendation, or we're interacting with a customer service model through social media, all of that is generative AI, and we've become really accustomed to demanding that kind of level of customer experience, and now it's just about understanding how we can use it effectively for our own businesses.
Yeah, we've been using artificial intelligence in the form of what we used to call knowledge-based systems or expert systems for years and years and years. I mean, 20 years ago, I was building knowledge-based systems that would support process innovation in large businesses by automating processes that were knowledge intensive. So we would work out ways of capturing human know-how about how to solve a problem, and then apply inferencing techniques to actually make the computer reason the way in which the expert would to solve the problem.
The big difference now, I guess, is that it's right at the top of the agenda and everybody else is talking about it as well, aren't they?
And there are so many other opportunities with this latest form of AI, generative AI. Yes.
Brilliant to catch up with you, and a great presentation. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much,
Carl. Indeed. Thank you.
So what have you made of that today then? Have you enjoyed it?
I have enjoyed it. It's been really informative. It's been one of those fantastic days which opens up your mind, gets you thinking creatively about what you can bring back into the workspace. I've written down lots of actions, which is always a positive end to the day. I've come away really positive, which is also fantastic. And I think it's added a lot of thought and, what's the word? It's added a lot of weight to a direction we were kind of going that's going to encourage us to go there even quicker, which is fantastic. And it's added in a lot of paint into the gaps. Does that make sense? I think with these kind of conferences you pick up lots of different things, and I think that's what's so inspiring about it. It's what's so positive about it. Taking that time out of the day, hearing people from lots of different spheres talk about all the different aspects of leadership, and then taking back what we can back to our organisation to make them stronger, more resilient, and more fun, and more inclusive, and more dynamic for the future. So yeah, really great day.
So how do you feel about today? What you enjoyed?
Yeah, it's been really good. We feel really motivated, and we're going to go back to our organisations and put lots of things into effect.
Yes, it was brilliant. It was a very interesting talk with Michael. It was really inspirational. It was really good. It's the first time I've been to one of these events, so it was very positive, and I'll definitely come again.
So tell me what you thought of today and any particular highlights?
Well, it was very engaging, wasn't it? It was quite interactive, which was great, and yes, it certainly gave us some pointers in terms of leadership skills, and yes, I enjoyed it very much. It was really good.
Yes, I'd echo the same. I really enjoyed Michael this morning. I think he got us off to a great start, and then the interactive sessions were really great. The service animals have been particularly fun, us all trying to work out what we are and what we think each other are in terms of those categories. So it's been a great day.
Yeah,
what are you then? I need to know now. What animals are you?
Bit of a panther and an owl.
An owl, I would say myself, yeah.
Is that a good thing?
I think so. He did say whatever you think you are, you're pleased to be.
Absolutely.
Generally, so,
he didn't say there was any rights or wrongs, did he?
No.
Great to see you. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
You. Bye now.